In Wichita, the Filipino-American community continues to grow, connect, and celebrate culture. Today, we meet the leaders who help keep these traditions alive. From food to faith to tradition, each leader contributes something meaningful.
The Filipino community started about 36 years ago when around eight of the Filipino first immigrants in Wichita, Kansas, they got together and then they celebrated the anniversary. They invited the rest of the Filipinos here in Wichita, Kansas.
If I will describe the Filipino community here in one word, I would say family, because even if we are far from the Philippines, we treat each other like siblings, always ready to help, support, and celebrate together.
So our youth group here, they enjoy having to be able to kind of express their culture at such a young age, and they do this by doing cultural dances, volunteering with Filipino events such as our Filipino June Ball or our JS prom for the older Filipinos. So they really like doing that. And recently we have a barrio fiesta in which our youth members are able to join and do cultural dances, which also builds connection within the community. So they really do enjoy doing stuff like that.
Praying the rosary is very important to the Filipino people. As you know, the Philippines are 85% Catholic, and they believe in Jesus and Mama Mary. Especially through Mama Mary's intercession, we believe that we pray through her to Jesus. It's also a way of praying as a family, praying the rosary, keeping the family together. And also we are able to express what is deep inside our hearts as we pray the rosary.
Food is a big part of our gathering because it brings everyone together. In Filipino culture, sharing meals is a sign of hospitality, love, and community. Dishes like adobo, pancit, egg roll, and lechon remind us of home and our tradition.
For Filipinos, the Barong Tagalog in the Filipiniana symbolizes our history. It also helps us express our culture in formal events, get-togethers, and anything in that sort of aspect. So the Barong Tagalog is originally made from pineapples, and they weave them into certain things. So in the Philippines, the climate's very warm, and so the Barong Tagalog allows the person who wears it to be more breathable and enjoy whatever they're doing. And same goes for the Filipiniana, which it's very very elegant, and many women wear it in formal events, their weddings, and anything like that.
My message to the current officers and board of directors of the Filipino Association of Greater Wichita is to continue the mission to preserve and promote the culture and heritage among our members and the general public through cultural, charitable, and educational activities.
I hope to see more youth involvement and more cultural events. The Filipino community in Wichita hopes for a future with greater visibility and influence, including more representation in the local government, more Filipino-owned businesses, continued preservation and promotion of our culture throughout events like festival and markets.
So if I could say one thing to inspire future youth leaders in the community, especially in the Filipino community, I would just tell them to stay rooted with their cultures. I know we live here in the United States, and it's hard to forget about where you come from. So for sure, staying rooted and not being afraid of speaking your mind. I believe when you speak your mind, it's easy for people to understand where you're coming from, also kind of how you are raised in your cultural background. Yeah, getting involved. I feel experience is key when getting to know your culture, and Filipinos are very prideful of their country, and I believe by doing the same thing, it helps you stay rooted.
A story of culture, faith, and tradition. This is the Filipino-American community of Wichita. Pag sama-sama kaya.